Welcome to my channel. In this video, I will discuss few problems on gate transform from previous year gate papers. Consider the first problem. This is from gate 2016 ECE, and you see the given problem. Xn is given here, a to the power n un plus b to the power n again un, and where un is unit step sequence, and mod A and mod B, they are related by this one. So 0 less than mod A less than mod B less than 1. Now we need to find out the region of convergence of the gate transform UN. Okay, so this is the problem, and to solve this one, what we'll consider, this Xn is a to the power n u of n plus b to the power n u of n, right? So it's gate transform. If I take a gate transform, right? So capital X of gate, and we know that. So this is the information. If X of n is alpha to the power n un right hand sequence, its gate transform is 1 upon 1 minus alpha z to the power minus 1, and its ROC is mod gate is more than mod alpha. Okay, for right side sequence it's more than that. Okay, so if I consider the ROC here, so this is the mod alpha is, so with mod alpha we'll consider one circle with radius mod alpha, and then if this is the length mod alpha, this radius, okay, this outside region is ROC, where this is your z plane, it's a real axis, and this one is imaginary axis, right? So same thing we'll do here. So only thing is, so here you will find that it is 1 upon 1 minus a z to the power minus 1, and for this one it will become 1 by 1 plus b 1 minus b z to the power minus 1, and ROC. So for this one, the first one ROC should be, so okay, I can consider, and it is given that 0 less than mod A less than mod B less than 1. Okay, so first I will draw a unit circle. This is the real axis, this is the imaginary axis, and now, so this is your 1, z equal to 1, right? Unit circle. So this is your unit circle, right? Now with mod A, so this is suppose mod A, okay, this is mod z equal to mod A, okay, so this circle is mod z equal to mod A, right? And so you see this one, first one, this is your ROC, okay, and then for this BN I'll consider in red color. So this is suppose this one, so this is your mod z equals to mod P, and for this one you should have ROC like this outside. So this common region which should have, because it's a combination of these two sequence, So both should converge. Okay, so mod z, so as this is higher than this one, so first one is having that this first condition is mod z should be mod a, and second condition is mod z should be more than mod b, but that is given like this: mod b is more than mod a. So if I combine these two, so we have to consider mod z should be equal to mod b only. Okay, this we need to choose, then only both will converge. So our correct answer is B. Correct? So this is our answer. Next, an FIR system is given h of z. Now we have to identify that whether it's a minimum phase, maximum phase, or mixed phase, or zero phase. Okay. So for minimum phase, FIR, what is this? So all zeros, no? So only we'll consider zeros only. FIR means only zeros we'll consider. So all the zeros will be within unit circle. All the zeros will be within unit circle. Then only we'll get minimum phase. Okay, and for maximum phase, okay, and all the zeros will be outside the unit circle, right? And for mixed phase, FIR, some zeros will be outside the unit circle. Correct? So, and you see, as it is FIR, it is always stable. Zero could be outside the unit circle, so stability is not hampered, because for FIR, all the poles will be at the center only. Okay, so we need to consider only the zeros here, whether it is a unit circle within the unit circle or not. Okay, now this h of z is given as 1 plus 7 upon 2 z to the power minus 1, 3 by 2 z to the power minus 2. Okay, so this is half we can consider. It is a 2 plus 7 z to the power minus 1 plus 3 z to the power minus 2. So this one we can write as is 2 plus 7 z to the power minus 1 plus z to the power minus 1 plus 3 z to the power minus 2. So if you take common here, so this is half, and then you can take 2 common here, 1 plus 3 z to the power minus 1, and this is z to the power minus 1 common, it is 1 plus 3 z to the power minus 1. So you will get half 1 plus 3 z to the power minus 1 and 2 plus z to the power minus 1. So what are the zeros? So therefore zeros. So first this solution, z equals to minus, okay, minus 3, because 1 plus z to the minus 1 equal to 0, so z equal to minus 3. Okay, and this one, okay, is it right? And this one, so next one, what is this? So 2 plus z inverse equal to 0, so z inverse equal to minus 2, so z equal to half. minus half. So you see 1 0 is outside, this 1 0 is outside, and 1 0 is within the circle. Okay, so if I consider this is the circle, unit circle. Okay, so 1 0 will be at minus 3, like this, and another 0 is minus half, it could be here. So one is within the unit circle, other one is outside unit circle, so it is a mixed fate. Okay, so answer C is correct one. Correct? Right. Okay, next one. Next one is xn and x of minus n, both are given same. Okay, so now x of n, sorry, and x of minus n, both are same, means even symmetry, even function, right? If it's the even function in the sequence, and then x of z, now the question is given that let x of z, the z transform of xn. Okay, so for this x of n, its z transform is capital X of z, right? And then we said that 0.5 plus j 0.5 is a 0 of x of z, then which one is the following 0? Okay, one should be a 0 of x of z again. Okay, now here we can use one property that, so if x of n is x of z, z transform, then x of minus n, its z transform will be capital X of z to the power z inverse or 1 upon z, right? So that is very easy to prove. So you just replace n by minus m and then continue this one, you will get this result. Okay, I think you can get that one. Okay, because this one is okay. Just see the proof, simple proof. So z transform of x of minus n. No, so what you will do? We'll take summation n equals to minus infinity to infinity x of minus n z to the power minus n, right? Now if I consider minus n equal to m, then the summation will remain same, m equal to minus infinity to infinity, so it will become x of m and it is z to the power m. But this one I can rewrite as x of m and z to the power minus 1 whole to the power minus m. Okay, and m equals to minus infinity to infinity. So you see this one, it's similar thing, only the problem is that this is z to the power minus 1, so that I can write a capital X of z to the power minus 1, right? So what are, so here if you take z transform both side, so what you'll get, capital X of z equals to capital X of 1 upon z. And for zeros, no, so if z equal to alpha is a 0, that means z of alpha should be 0, right? And again this x of alpha will be 0, and again this 1 upon z, it should be also 0, no? And again z equals to 1 upon alpha, then capital X of 1 upon alpha, that should be also 0 because of this reason, and that I want to put it 0, so it is alpha, it is 1 upon alpha, it's also 0. That indicates that if z equal to alpha is 1 0, z equal to 1 upon alpha is another 0. Okay, so in this case alpha is 0.5 plus j 0.25, that is 1 0. So other 0 should be z equals to 1 upon alpha. That means 1 upon 0.5 plus j 0.25. That's all. Okay, so you see the B is the correct answer, right? Okay, now fourth one, h of z is given and it says that it is a all pass system, and so h of t per j omega should not minus, it should put it plus t per plus j omega, its magnitude equals to 1 always for all omega, right? So you see this h of z to the power minus 1 minus b, this is 1 minus a to the power minus 1. So what I can do, I can consider z to the minus 1, I can take common, it is 1 minus bz, and this is 1 minus a z to the power minus 1, that you can write. So if I replace z equals to e to the power j omega, so what will get h of e to the power j omega, the DTFT will be c to the power minus j omega, this is 1 minus b e to the power j omega, and this is your 1 minus a e to the power minus j omega. Be careful. Okay, and it is given that for alpha system, for all pass filters, this mod of h of e to the power j omega, it should be equal to 1. So that indicates that, so you see mod of this one is 1. So obviously we should have mod of this, imply that mod of 1 plus minus b e to the power j omega, it should be same as 1 minus a e to the power minus j omega. Okay, so if magnitude same, so obviously any function x of omega and x star of omega conjugate, and their magnitudes are same, that you understand, no? So simply I can say that this one, if I consider, this will be true if I consider 1 minus b to the power j omega, if it is 1 minus a to the power minus j omega, its conjugate, right? So if I take conjugate this one, what will get? It is 1 will be 1, it is minus minus, it is a star, and it is e to the power j omega. So now if you compare these two, this and this, you see 1 can cancel out, then minus 1 cancel out, j omega cancel out. Okay, so b equals to simple a star. Right? So this is your relation, b equals to a star. So this is b, answer is b. Clear? Next one. Now this is a sequence xn, one system is given, and for that x of z is given, and region of convergence mod z equal to more than 2, and then x of 2 we need to find out. Okay, now look at the function here. It is 1 upon 1 minus 2 z inverse, that square. So we'll start from this sequence. So if I consider one sequence x1n is equals to 2 to the power n un, for this one its z transform capital X1z will be simply 2 to the power, so it is 1 upon 1 minus 2 z to the power minus 1, and for this ROC you see ROC, this one is mod z is more than 2, so it is matching. Okay, so you can start from this one x1z. Now we'll just take derivative on both sides. Okay, so dx1 dz, it will be minus 1 upon 1 minus 2 z to minus 1, that square, and then this is minus sign, so minus 2, then again minus 1 times z to the power minus 2. I hope you have got this one. Just derivative of another one, minus 2 times minus 1 multiplied z to the minus 2. Okay, so if you simplify this one, it is a minus 2 z to the power minus 2 upon 1 minus 2 z to the power minus 1, and that square. Correct? So this is, so you know that one relation is that if n x1n, its z transform will be minus z dx1 dz. Okay, so if I use that one, that property, so this is n, so this is 2 to the power n un, its z transform will be minus z, and this one I have got it, 2 minus 2 z to the power minus 2 upon 1 minus 2 z to the power minus 1, that square. So here minus plus, it is 2 z to the power minus 1, and it is 1 minus 2 z to the power minus 1, that square. Now we are very close to that one, only z to the 2, so I can take half, okay, divide by both sides 2, so it is half n un, sorry, n to the power n u of n, its z transform will be z to the power minus 1 upon 1 minus 2 z to the power minus 1, that square. Now one more property is that if xn is z does x of z, then x of n plus 1, its z transform will be this z times x of z. Right? So we need to multiply both sides z. Right? So this is, if I consider this is your x2n, so this is your capital X2 of z. Okay, we'll go to that one. So x2n is half, that is 2 to the power n un, n was there, n by 2 to the power n un, and its z transform x of z, that we have got z to the power minus 1, 1 minus 2 z to the power minus 1, that square. So I need to get, this is x2z. Okay, now xz is here basically z into x2z. Okay, the original one. So this xz, x of n, I can consider should be simply x2 of n plus 1. Right? So it is n plus 1 by 2 to the power n plus 1 and u of n plus 1. So this is my x of n. And now you need to find out x of 2. So what is x of 2? So you just put n equal to 2 here everywhere. So it is 3 by 2 to the power 3, and it is 1. So 3, this is 8, this is 2. So this is 4, so it is 12. So answer is x of 12 is, x of 2 is 12, and we are getting the correct answer. Okay, I hope you have got this concept, right? So if you like my video, then please subscribe my channel. I'll be uploading more videos. Okay, and keep watching my channel. Thank you.